All right, so the story right here is called World Upside Down, from the work, the completion, the revelation by Robert Smith III. In the spiritual world, there are many loops and curves. There are many things unspoke of, as well as many things unheard. The things that transpire there are wars and rumors of wars, for it is always a place where there are wars. It is a fight between all that is evil and all that is good. An ongoing fight through the ages. Luckily God fights on the side that is good. For this world would affect this physical world in which we live. There is no time to turn back, no time to renege. This fight is won every day by those that fight the good fight. If you name it, it happens here, a place full of plight. Beware to all that enter here that are spiritual in nature, for this is a world upside down and abnormal in nature. I would imagine that here the birds don't chirp and the lions don't roar. The only beings that survive this world are those who call on the name of the Lord. Onward, Christian soldiers, carry the two-edged sword and the full armor of God. Within it, faith is stored for the battles that persist and unsurmountable outcomes. God has never lost a battle. He has never lost one. You will see dragons, beasts, angels, and even prophets, as well as saints and the lost, fighting for victory to earn the highest profit. For they whom triumph here will be seen as kings. Only in God's eyes will this be seen. For in the physical world, they are just human beings. This world may not be ready for this revelation that I speak. This upside down world has been going on since Jesus Christ came down to us earthlings. But even before then, there was good and evil that fought, even since the day that from the Garden of Eden man did fall. Many of us do not know that we live in a world where two worlds take place simultaneously, a physical world and spiritual world. So we have one world that appears to be upright and an upside down world that is rarely seen by natural sight. Discern the spirits that you see around you every day, for we battle not against flesh, but principalities of wickedness every day. They are in the low places and in the high places too. But guess what? God is in those places too. He rules all, and we must learn to be like him, so that one day we may rule with him. The spiritual world makes kings and breaks kingdoms, and makes certain that the faithful will inherit their kingdoms. For God is the judge of all, while we journey through a world upside down. He instills within us the belief that we can stay afloat and not drown. Such a fierce world to walk through. But if the world only knew, the non-fearing heart of God would be the only thing that the world would attest to. The story right there is called World Upside Down, from the work, the completion, and revelation by Robert Smith III.